The mission is now back in session.
Maybe she. Court calls the case of the people versus Lauren Marie Michaels.
Ready, Your Honor.
I beg your pardon, I missed the name, Your Honor. Is this Ms. Michaels?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Trevor Mayville for the people.
Good afternoon. May it please the court. My name is Matt Savage. I represent Ms. Michaels. She's appearing today via Zoom. Thank you for allowing that, Judge. Your Honor, I'm asking for,
Ms. Michaels, could you state your name, please, for me? Oh, you're muted. There you go. Thank you.
thank you, Judge. Respectfully, I'm going to ask the court for one last adjournment. My client is presently in Pasadena Villa. It's a residential facility over there in Battle Creek. There's attempts to try to get into a long-term facility right now. So I'm hoping that I'll have some information on that within the next 12, 14 days. I'm asking the court if we could put this over till October the 19th. And also, I've dealt with
Yes.
Mayville today, and I need to provide him with some information.
Counsel approach.
Yes.
Prosecutor counters firmly. He grabbed her, scratched her, damaged her door. The evidence, they argue, proves reckless risk and child abuse. The jury must decide whose story carries weight.
All right, record should reflect they had a brief bench conference in this case. I will grant the request for an adjournment, and I will adjourn this to, it's October 16th,
Thank you, Your Honor.
2025, 9 a.m. Bond will continue. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Michaels.
Thank you, sir.
Court calls the case of the people versus Brock Gerard.
Yes, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
I've felt this with people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Stephen Moss on behalf of the defendant Brock Gerard, who is now standing to my right. Identify yourself, please, for the court.
Brock Gerard.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is the day and time scheduled for a probable cause conference. I have spoken with prosecuting attorney, and I am asking for an adjournment. Schedule another probable cause conference.
Will Tuesday, September 30th work for you, sir?
It does, Your Honor.
Probable cause conference adjourned September 30th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continues.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You have a good day.
You do the same. Court calls case of the people versus Kimberly Baumgartner.
There you go. Trevor Mayville for the people, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Chris Eastup appearing on behalf of and with Kimberly Baumgartner. Baumgartner, you state your name for the record.
Kimberly Baumgartner.
Okay. And I have before me a plea form that indicates that she's going to count two of.
It's not added, Your Honor.
It's not.
It's
She's
just
pleading
count two.
count two.
Yep.
The OWI high BAC. And count one would be dismissed. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement.
Accurate, Your Honor.
That's accurate, Your Honor.
Okay. May I have her sworn?
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
State your name.
Kimberly Baumgartner.
All right. Ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to the charge of operating with a high BAC. That is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 180 days incarceration, up to a $700 fine plus court costs. The court could order community service and any rehabilitative programs the court deems necessary. The court could order your vehicle immobilized and could order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Understanding all of that, do you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Correct.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No, sir.
Please look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights, which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights of that form.
Yes, sir.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plea?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes.
of your own free will
Yes.
and because you believe that you are indeed guilty?
Yes, sir.
January 24th, 2025, at the location of Oak Valley Drive near Boulder Ridge Drive in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Prior to operating that motor vehicle, did you consume intoxicating liquor?
I did.
Do you recall what you had and how much?
About 7 beers.
All right. Were you stopped by the police?
Yes, sir.
All right. Why'd they stop you?
Because I went through a red light.
All right. You're not challenging the right of the police to stop you in this instance, are you?
No, sir.
All right. Were you ultimately arrested?
Yes, sir.
Were you taken to the hospital or were you taken to the police station?
The hospital.
All right. Was there a blood draw?
Yes, sir.
And what were the results of that blood draw?
0.24.
Okay. You have any reason to dispute those blood tests yourself?
No, sir.
All right. Ma'am, if between the time I accept your plea and the time of your sentencing, you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, you would not be permitted to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes.
And also, any evaluation, which there really isn't any recommendation, the court would not be bound by. You understand that?
Yes.
Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, sir.
None from the defense.
And have I complied with the court rule, and would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Yes, and yes.
Defense is satisfied.
All right. Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Defendant's referred.
Defense paints the scratch as unexplained, the door damage as mutual force, the rules as parental discipline. They argue teenage anger fueled a false narrative. Doubt flickers across the room.
To probation and a screening and assessment through Von Swartz.
Your Honor, would the court accept Mr. Statman's assessment? She got one done by Mr. Statman already.
If it's going to be acceptable to probation, I'm not going to have a problem. But I will make that referral in case she needs to do that. Sentencing in this matter will be
September 24th at 9 a.m.
September 24th, 2025, 9 a.m. Before me.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Bond with its conditions will continue.
Your Honor, can I state one thing for the record, just to be
Sure.
careful? So my client works for the University of Michigan Marching Band, and she's sometimes down
Band.
the marching band. You may have heard of them.
No,
It's not the Maryland. It's not the Maryland.
it's not the
Marching Band,
Maryland. Yeah, it's not the
The goofy
mighty sound of
uniforms,
Maryland, but that's okay. The
She-
second rate band. Okay, go ahead. No.
Good freshman quarterback. Your Honor, so she is down at the field, and as the court is aware, sometimes it's hard to get a signal, and she's on her bond with her
When she's
sobriety unit. And so sometimes it's hard to get the out. So she videotapes her phone, because I've made her aware of this, that she can't miss or be late for tests. So sometimes it's hard for her to get the signal out.
Got
So she videotapes all the time when she has to do that. But I just want to be the court aware if it's a Saturday morning, it's a Michigan game home, that could be one of the reasons why, because the cell phones aren't working really well down at the stadium.
got it. Okay. And she's obviously there for longer than the window period.
Correct.
Got it. Okay. Thank you for letting the court know that. All right. And the band is okay, ma'am. Court does call the case of the people versus Jamie Villalobos Nate.
Yes.
Alexander, on behalf of people.
Chris Eastup on behalf of Mr. Villalobos Panate. Mr. Villanova, Canate, would you state your name for the record?
Jamie Villalobos, Pinate.
All right. All right.
And Your Honor, I had a chance to review medical records associated with this report as well as a supplemental report we received. And at this time, based on the review of those, we would be unable to proceed and would be moving to dismiss count one and would ask that count two be remanded down to district court.
Count one is dismissed. I will continue the defendant's not guilty plea. As to count two, a pretrial will be set. The D 14B. We don't have a DB there. What I'll do is, if you'll wait, Mr. Easthope, I'll continue as bond. I'll give you a date momentarily as soon as we get communication 14B.
That's
And
great.
then you can communicate that to your client.
Can he get off the Zoom right now, or would you want him?
Yep, he can go.
All right. I mean, you can disconnect now and I'll get the date for you and let you know.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Honor.
sir. Thank you.
Right.
Court does call the case of the people versus Kyle Bailey.
Actually called people.
And Your Honor, Joe Simon, on behalf of Mr. Bailey, state your name when you get up here, Kyle, please.
Kyle Bailey. You're waiving your right to preliminary examination.
Yes, sir.
All right. You understand that's a proceeding where the people have to show by probable cause that the offense alleged was committed and that you committed it.
Yes, sir.
You understand you'll not have that hearing. You'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution.
Yes, sir.
People also waive their right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination having been waived, defendants bound over to circuit court on a single count. Mr. Sen.
Wait for more reading of the information you understand mute.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute. Court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial in this matter will be set for October 27, 2025, 1:30, Judge Hamud.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Bond continue.
Don't need to wait.
Court calls the case of the people versus Madden Delaney.
Trevor Mayville for the people, Your Honor.
Your Honor, Joe Simon, on behalf of Mr. Delaney, is making his way. State your name, man.
Madam Delaney, Your Honor.
All right. Have before me a plea form that indicates that defendant will be pleading to counts 4 and 5, count 4 being attempted resisting and obstructing the 1 year, and count 5, the offense of operating while impaired, the 93-day offense. Upon a successful plea to those charges, guilty plea to those charges, counts 1, 2, and 3 would be dismissed. And there's a sentence agreement that count 4 will be treated under the Homes Youthful Trainee Act, although I can't buy the court today. All right.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All accurate, Your Honor.
May I have him sworn?
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
You got it.
Madam Delaney.
All right. Sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to 2 misdemeanor charges.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. First charge is that of attempted resisting and obstructing. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration for $1,000 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
The other charge is operating while impaired. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, up to $300 fine plus court cost. The court could order community service and any rehabilitative programs the court deems necessary. The court could order your vehicle immobilized. Court order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You also need to understand, sir, that while I'm taking your plea, I would not be sentencing judge in this case, and you would be sentenced before Judge Perry in the 15th District Court. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And again, still wish to plead guilty
Yes, Your Honor.
to the charge of attempted resisting and obstructing. How do you plead?
Guilty.
To
Your
the
Honor.
charge of operating while impaired. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
You signed an advice of rights form. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any question regarding those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Please look at paragraph 5. You'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand by pleading guilty, you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes, Your Honor.
of your own free will
Yes, Your Honor.
and because you believe that you're guilty of these offenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
On the date of March 16, 2025, at the location of Maynard Street near East William in the city of Ann Arbor, Washington County, state of Michigan, were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
Prior to operating that motor.
Questions probe unfair rules, favoritism, and resentment. Asia admits fights were frequent. She confesses, "I love my dad, but he hurts me." The courtroom holds its breath in silent tension.
Motor vehicle, did you consume intoxicating liquor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you recall what you had and how much?
It's about 5 shots of vodka.
Okay. Were you stopped by the police or was there an accident?
I was stopped by the police.
Why'd they stop you?
Just parked in the middle.
Yeah, I was parked a little bit bad on the side of the road.
Well, in the lane
Yeah.
of travel, yeah.
That's bad. Okay. So you're not disputing the right of the police to stop you in this case, are you?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And were you ultimately arrested?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you taken to the hospital or to the police station?
Police station, Your Honor.
And was there an intoxicator given?
I had a breathalyzer and I blew a
Yeah.
.12.
0.12?
Yep.
You have no reason to dispute those results, do you?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Taking everything into consideration on that date and at that time, do you believe that your ability to operate that motor vehicle was impaired due to your consumption of alcohol?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. When you came into contact with the police, what happened?
There's a little bit of a altercation and my nerves were brewing.
Tell 'em what you
everything was
did.
going-
You
I ran
lost.
away.
Okay,
Yeah.
what, a little bit of an, what happened?
He ran away when he
Yeah.
was, when you were told you were under arrest, you started to run away, is
Yeah.
that right?
Yes.
They had to chase you down?
Yes.
Yeah, that running away didn't work, did it?
Yeah, no, it didn't.
Yeah, okay. All right. Sir, if I accept your plea to these charges, well, one other question, you knew that they were police officers at the
Yeah.
time and they were performing their lawful duties?
Yeah.
All right. If I accept your plea, if between the time of plea and time of sentencing, you commit misconduct as defined in the Michigan court rule, you understand that you cannot withdraw your plea in any sentence evaluation or recommendation. The court would no longer be bound by. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule and would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Court will accept the defendant's pleas of guilty to counts 4 and 5. Counts 1, 2, and 3 are dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 15th District Court probation. Sentencing in this matter will be
September 22nd at 8:30.
September 22nd, 2025, 8:30 before Judge Perry. Bond with its conditions will continue.
Yeah.
Your Honor.
All set?
Don't,
Thank you.
can if you want. Yeah, sure.
Court does call, thank you. Court does call the case versus Brian, is it Sabolick?
Sabolick. Your Honor, Joe Simon. Village, state your name.
Brian Sabolici.
And before me, a plea form that indicates defendant will be pleading guilty to 2 misdemeanor charges. The first being operating with a high BAC, the 180-day offense, and also the count 3, the attempted resisting an obstructing police officer, the 1-year offense. Upon a successful guilty plea to those charges, count 1 will be dismissed. There is also a sentence agreement that HIDA as to added count 3 only, that being the attempted resisting and obstructing, and no upfront jail as long as the defendant complies with bond conditions. That is the court's full understanding of the agreement.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mine as well, Your Honor.
All right, may I have him sworn?
You solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
State your name.
Brian Sabolici.
All right. Sir, it is this court's understanding as indicated that you're going to plead to 2 misdemeanor charges. The first being the state, is it stated count two? Yes, the stated count two of operating with a high BAC. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 180 days in jail, up to a $700. Is it 200 to 500 or $700 fine? I thought it was
200 to 700.
Yeah, I thought it was a maximum of 700. Just correct that here. Up to a $700 fine plus court costs. The court could order rehabilitative services as well as community service. Court could order your vehicle immobilized. Could order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand all of that, sir?
Yes.
Also, that you're going to be pleading guilty to added count 3, which is attempted resisting and obstructing a police officer. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration or $1,000 fine plus court costs. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
You understand also, sir, that while I'm taking your plea, I would not be your sentencing judge. You would be sentenced before Judge Barr in the 14A2 District Court. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Still wish to plead guilty to these charges?
Yes, sir.
To the charge of operating with a high BAC, how do you plead?
Guilty.
To the charge of attempted resisting and obstructing a police officer, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No.
Please look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes.
You understand giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
Nope.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes.
of your own free will
Yes.
and because you believe that you are indeed guilty of these offenses?
Yes.
They provided. June 15th, 2025, at the location of Willis near Rossonville Road, Augusta Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Prior to operating that motor vehicle, did you consume intoxicating liquor?
Yes.
What'd you have and how much?
Approximately half a fifth of vodka.
Okay. Were you stopped by the police or was there an accident?
I was stopped by the police.
Why'd they stop you?
From my understanding, there was a distress call. Someone else had called in and then he was just following up.
Because of erratic driving.
Erratic driving.
All right. You're not disputing the right of the police to stop you in this case?
No.
All right. Were you ultimately arrested?
Yes.
Were you taken to the police station or the hospital?
I was taken to the hospital and then police station.
All right. Was there a blood draw at the hospital?
Yes.
And what were the results?
0.401, I believe.
Correct.
0.401.
That's correct, Your Honor.
You're not disputing those blood test results, are you, sir?
No.
When you came into contact with the police, what happened?
He had instructed me to do a couple of tests, and on the last one, I was thrown off guard, and
When you were asked to put your hands behind your back and told you were under arrest, did you resist? putting
yeah, I
your-
resisted
And then tried to pull your
and
hands away?
pulled my hands away. Yeah.
Sir, if I accept your plea, you need to understand that if between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under Michigan court rules, the court would no longer be bound by any sentence evaluation or sentence recommendation in the case. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
You would also not be permitted to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes.
Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule and would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Speak more satisfied.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's pleas of guilty to counts 2 and 3. Count 1 is dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 14A2 probation. Sentencing in this case will be
September 30th at 10 a.m.
September 30th, 2025, 10 a.m. before Judge Barr. Bond with its conditions will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait.
People versus Anthony Gregory.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jonathan Sachs for Mr. Anthony.
Were we done with the Simon show? Oh, okay.
After yesterday, I thought we came to a nice place.
You know our relationship.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Go ahead, sir.
Next. Your Honor, this.
Your name? Anthony Gregory. Thank you.
Thank you. Your Honor, this is a new appointment. I'd ask for short adjournment so I have a chance to speak to Mr. Gregory and also with Ms. Felte. I'm optimistic.
We all start that way. Anyway, probable cause conference in this matter will be adjourned September 25th, 2025, 9 a.m. or as your invite indicates. Bond continued. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Court does call the case of the people versus Ashley Lavelle.
Trevor Maybell for the people, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jonathan Sachs for Ms. Lavelle, who is on Zoom.
Ms. Lavelle, can you state your name, please?
Hi, I'm Ashley Lavelle.
iPhone 1, better. All right. What do
Your
we
Honor, if I can jump in here, it's the people's intention to dismiss this case outright, and I can have that now filed by the end of the day tomorrow.
Any objection?
No objection, Your
Didn't
Honor.
think there would be. All right, case is dismissed. Court does call the cases of the people of the state of Michigan versus Stephanie Melissa Minton.
Trevor Maybell for the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jonathan Sachs for Ms. Minton, who's on Zoom.
Ms. Minton, can you state your name, please?
Stephanie Manton.
All right, good.
Your Honor, may we approach on this one?
Oh, boy. Yeah, come on. I got it.